Here's something else that'll boost your mood. Before the show, I like to pass a microphone around and let the audience sing a song. And the song that they were singing here is Justin Bieber's Yummy.
In this video, we look at Ellen DeGeneres then and now. Do you know Ellen Lee DeGeneres was named the 50th most powerful woman in the world by Forbes and the second on the World Pride Power list? Apart from the fact that she owns a show and that she has more than 92.6 million followers on Instagram, and she is one of the most followed users on both Instagram and Twitter. What else do you know about her? That's exactly what we're going to cover in this video, plus the recent controversy surrounding her show and hostility among her coworkers. Ellen Lee DeGeneres is an American comedian, actress, television host, producer, and writer. She was born on the 26th of January, 1958.
There I am. By myself in a crib, nobody holding me, but that's okay.
She was born and raised in Metairie, Louisiana to Elliot Everett DeGeneres, an insurance agent, and Elizabeth Jane, a speech therapist. She has a brother named Vance, a producer and a musician. Her parents divorced in 1974, and her mother married Roy Grusendorf, a salesman. She was molested by her stepfather when she was 16 years old. In 1976, after the completion of her first years of high school at Grace King High School in Metairie, Ellen Lee DeGeneres graduated from Atlanta High School. She majored in communication studies at the University of New Orleans, working at JCPenney, being a waitress at TGI Fridays, a hostess, a house painter, and a bartender were some of her early jobs. Her comedic work relates to much of her career and childhood experiences. Ellen DeGeneres' stand-up comedy performance started at small clubs and coffee houses. She was the MC for Clyde's Comedy Club in New Orleans in 1981. She began touring nationally in the early 1980s, and she was named in 1984 Showtime's Funniest Person in America. Ellen starred in a series of films for a show named Ellen's Energy Adventure, which involved DeGeneres falling asleep, and found herself in an energy-themed version of Jeopardy! The show also featured Michael Richards, Bill Nye, Alex Trebek, etc. Ellen had her first regular TV role in 1994 in a short-lived Fox sitcom called Open House.
Oh, you feel up to working today?
I'm fine, sir. As a matter of fact, I'm in very high spirits.
Her role was that of Margot Van Meter, who was an office worker at the Juan Verde Real Estate Company, starring alongside Mary Page Keller and Allison LaPlaca. She was cast as Nurse Nancy McIntyre by producers Neil Markins and Kettle Black in their sitcom Lori Hill. The series was eventually canceled after just 4 episodes. Ellen Lee DeGeneres' performance in the series really impressed both Neil Marlins and Carol Black as they cast her soon in the next ABC pilot, These Friends of Mine, which they created with David S. Rosenthal.
Hi, I'm Ellen DeGeneres, sitting here with my mom to tell you about my new show on ABC.
It's very funny. You should watch it.
Thank you, Mom.
Partly due to Ellen DeGeneres' style of observational humor, the ABC show became popular in its first few seasons. It was often referred to as a female Seinfeld. In April 1997, Ellen reached her heights of popularity when on Oprah Winfrey's show, Ellen DeGeneres came out of the closet to her therapist, which was played by Oprah Winfrey herself. The highest-rated episode of the show was the coming-out episode titled The Puppy Episode. The series later returned for its 5th season, but it was canceled because it experienced a fall in ratings. In 2001, Ellen Lee returned to television with a new CBS sitcom, The Ellen Show, but was canceled after the 13th episode. For her voice performance in the 2003 animated Disney Pixar film Finding Nemo, Ellen Lee DeGeneres winded Saturn Award from the Academy of Science Fiction, Fantasy, and Horror Films for Best Supporting Actress, Favorite Voice from an Animated Movie from the Nickelodeon Kids' Choice Awards, and the Annie Award from the International Animated Film Association for Outstanding Voice Acting. Ellen launched in September 2003 a daytime television talk show, The Ellen DeGeneres Show, which was one of the several celebrity-hosted talk shows emerging at the start of the season, including those of the Rita Rudner and Sharon Osbourne. The Ellen DeGeneres Show has received widespread critical praise and has consistently risen in the Nielsen ratings. The show in its first season was nominated for 11 Daytime Emmy Awards. It won 4, including Best Talk Show. It has also won for its first 3 seasons on the air 28 Emmy Awards. Ellen Lee DeGeneres is well known for her singing and dancing with the audience at the start of the show, and also during commercial breaks. With the help of her sponsors, she often gives away free prizes and trips to be in her show's studio audience. In February 2006, for the celebration of her 30-year class reunion, Ellen Lee DeGeneres flew her graduating class to California to be guest on her show. She also presented to the Atlanta High School a surprise gift of new electronic LED marquee sign. Ellen in May 2006 made a surprise appearance at the Tulane University commencement in New Orleans. She came out in a bathrobe and furry slippers following Bill Clinton and George H.W. Bush to the podium. She said, "They told me everyone would be wearing robes." At Tulane in 2009, she later went to make another commencement speech. Ellen DeGeneres was placed on bed rest due to a torn ligament in her back, but her show didn't take a break there. She continued hosting the show from her hospital bed while being tended to by a nurse, explaining that the show must go on as they do say. The guests sat in the hospital beds as well. It was confirmed on the 9th of September 2009 that Ellen would replace Paula Abdul as the judge of the 9th season of American Idol. It was reported that she signed a contract for at least 5 seasons of being a judge on the show. Her role started immediately after the contestant auditions, at the start of the Hollywood Week. However, Ellen and Fox executives announced on the 29th of July 2010 that she would be leaving American Idol after just a season. She said in one statement that the series didn't feel like it was the right fit for her. Ellen Lee DeGeneres started her own record label, 1111, in 2010, which was earlier announced on her show on the 26th of May 2010.
People have been asking a lot of questions about Grayson and my label, and the name of my label is 1111, and people keep asking why I named it 1111. And I guess I don't mind telling people it's my ATM PIN number. And
Many people will be familiar with her voice from the movie Finding Dory, where Ellen voiced Dory in 2016.
oh my goodness, Nemo, are you okay?
Great.
Since 2004, DeGeneres has had a relationship with Portia de Rossi. After the overturn of the same-sex marriage ban in California, DeGeneres and Rossi were engaged in August 2008 at their home in Beverly Hills, California, where they live with their 4 dogs and 3 cats. On August 6, 2010, DeRossi filed a petition to legally change her name to Portia Lee James DeGeneres. The petition was granted on September 23, 2010. The New York Times profiled Ellen Lee DeGeneres in 2018 when she faced the decision of renewing her talk show contract, and as well as exploring other channels for her creativity, which included her Netflix comedy special, Relatable, impersonating her kind image. They noted she always feels the need to be always nice and be the host that dances all the time. Ellen DeGeneres is involved in other ventures like E.D. Ellen DeGeneres, launched in the summer of 2015, which collections include apparel, accessories, shoes, home items, etc. In November 2017, the brand launched a collection to benefit Ellen's #BeKindToElephants campaign. Then Ellen Lee DeGeneres created Ellen DeGeneres Wildlife Fund to help gorillas. Ellen DeGeneres is now 63 years old and has a net worth estimated to be roughly $370 million, according to Forbes. DeGeneres made $84 million in 2020, retaining the number 12 spot on Forbes' list of highest-paid celebrities in the world. In the summer of 2020, Ellen's show was the subject of controversy when it was investigated for being a hostile workplace and for alleged harassment towards staff. After an internal investigation, 3 senior staff exited. DeGeneres apologized and vowed to make it a workplace where everyone would be treated with respect. The Ellen DeGeneres Show has had steep ratings decline since Ellen addressed accusations by former staff members that led to firings and an internal investigation. In fact, it's been reported that she has lost over 1 million viewers. It really does pay to be kind. "I learned that things happen here that never should have happened," she said. "I take that very seriously." That's all we have for this video. Keep an eye out for more great content and don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Let us know what you thought about this video in the comments below. Until then, we'll see you in the next video.